What if I told you the biggest thing determining your wealth isn't your job or your family or even how lucky you are? What if it's something you actually have complete control over, your mindset? Today, we're going to dive deep into the huge difference between a rich and a poor mindset. And as you can see, it has everything to do with how you think, not what's in your bank account. Let's get into it.
So let me ask you something. When I say the word rich, what's the first thing that pops in your head? Is it a fancy car, a huge house, the designer clothes? Look, that's what we're all taught to think, right? But what if real, lasting wealth has absolutely nothing to do with any of that stuff?
And that right there, that's the heart of what we're talking about today. The one asset that shapes your reality more than anything else is your mindset. It's the lens you see everything through, every single challenge, every opportunity, every dollar. So let's break down the key differences. Okay, so how does this actually look in the real world? Well, the first big difference shows up when we're under pressure. When things get tough, and believe me, they always do, that's when our true mindset really comes out to play. As it says right here, this is the exact spot where one person throws in the towel and another one is just getting started.
And just look at this contrast. On one side, you've got the mindset that's always seeking comfort. It runs away from a challenge, sees a tough day as a giant stop sign, and pretty much thinks, well, I'm done with school, so I'm done with learning. But the rich mindset, it just flips that whole script. It sees discomfort as a compass pointing straight toward growth. It leans into the hard stuff, always asking, okay, what's the lesson here?
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? I mean, think about it. You don't build muscle by lifting weights that feel easy, right? It's the exact same for your mind, your skills, your ability to bounce back. That feeling of, this is really hard. That's not a sign you're failing. That's the feeling of growth itself. That's you getting stronger in real time. And that whole idea of embracing challenges, well, it leads us right into our next big point, what you actually do with your resources. And I'm talking about your time, your focus, and yeah, your money. Are you using them to build things that are going to last, or are you just buying stuff that shines today? So here's the split. The poor mindset is all about the now. It's about looking successful today, so it spends on flashy things that lose their value the second you buy them. The rich mindset, though, it's playing a different game. It's playing chess, not checkers. It invests in assets, things that grow. And listen, assets aren't just stocks and bonds. It's learning a new skill, reading a powerful book, building a strong relationship. It's about building a solid foundation, not just a fancy-looking house. I love this analogy because it just perfectly captures the whole idea. All those shiny objects, the quick fixes, they're just fake flowers. Yeah, they might look nice for a minute, but they're static. They're dead. Planting a tree, on the other hand, takes patience. It means you have to invest in something you can't even really see yet, trusting that it's going to grow into something that provides value for years and years to come. All right, let's talk about something we all feel, doesn't matter what mindset you have, fear. Fear of failing, fear of what other people will think, fear of the unknown. The difference isn't feeling the fear. Everyone feels it. The real difference is what you do when you feel it. Does it freeze you in your tracks, or does it become the fuel that pushes you forward? This is so important. The poor mindset is stuck in this trap, you see? It's waiting to feel confident before it takes action. But guess what? That feeling never shows up. The rich mindset knows a little secret. Confidence isn't something you need to start. It's something you earn by starting. It's a result of your action. You build it one small, scary step at a time. And hey, this isn't just some abstract idea. Here's a super practical way to think about it. First, you just have to acknowledge the fear. Don't pretend it's not there. Just name it. Second, get curious. Ask yourself, what is this fear trying to teach me? And third, and this is the most important one, take one tiny, manageable step. That little bit of action is what creates momentum, and it starts to melt that fear away. Now we get to what I think is a real turning point. This is all about responsibility. It's the moment you switch from being a passenger in your own life to getting in the driver's seat. It's the difference between making excuses and, well, making progress. This is where everything can change for you. The poor mindset, it's a blame game. It points fingers at the economy, at the boss, at bad luck, and when it does that, it just gives away all of its power. The rich mindset takes that power back. It looks in the mirror and asks the most powerful question there is. Okay, what's my move here? What can I actually control? That's how you stop waiting for a lucky break and start creating your own. And really, it all just boils down to this. Power isn't something that's given to you. It's something you decide to claim. The second you take 100% responsibility for your actions, your choices, and your outcomes, that's the second you become the force of change in your own life. So once you take ownership of your path, something else really interesting starts to happen. You stop seeing the world as this big competition and you start seeing it as a network. This last point is all about how you see success. Is it a zero-sum game you have to fight for, or is it something you can build together? You can see the two worldviews right here. A poor mindset comes from a place of scarcity. It sees a pizza with only so many slices. So if someone else gets one, that means there's less for them. It leads to competition, jealousy, and fear. A rich mindset, it comes from abundance. It asks, what can I give? How can I contribute? It sees other people not as rivals, but as potential partners, truly believing that a rising tide lifts all boats. What a perfect way to put it. Sharing what you know, helping someone else win, it doesn't take anything away from you. Not a single thing. In fact, it does the exact opposite. It makes your impact bigger, and it creates a smarter, better, brighter world for everyone. Real wealth is about creating value that goes way beyond just yourself. And so that brings us right back to where we started, with a choice. Because these mindsets, they aren't permanent labels you're stuck with. They're just ways of operating. They're choices we make every single day in every single little decision. So the final question isn't about which one you have. It's about which one you will choose to build with, starting right now, today.